Diverse perspectives matter to me, and I consciously make an effort to celebrate the differences because that's where you learn the most. My name is Diem Smith, and I'm the head of finance for factory automation within Digital Industries in Siemens USA. I knew that I wanted to work in finance from a very young age. I took my first accounting class when I was 13 years old, and I was hooked from there. The inspiration definitely came from my mom. She was a businesswoman, and she understood all the different levers to run a business and to grow a business. I was born in a very small village in Vietnam, and life there is different. We're talking about minimal availability to electricity and running water. I was 3 years old when I moved here to the U.S., and so it was very important to embrace different perspectives from the very beginning. We are embarking on exciting projects within Digital Industries. Our customers are in a race to run smarter factories, improve efficiencies, stabilize their supply chains. Digital Industries is partnering with 80 Acres. They are a vertical farming company that's focused on balancing the rising food demands with limited natural resources. By helping to solve these problems, we are protecting the environment for future generations. And as a business leader and mom, I'm very proud of that. I love how I can grow with the company, and it's really been with me through all the seasons of life. So when I first started, I was a young single professional. Now I am a business leader who's also a mom. So the company has still enabled me to have the same high ambition that I've always had. It's really a combination of all of these things that help me to have a sense of belonging. And as I reflect back at the end of the day, I don't simply think about all the business accomplishments that I have, but I think about the relationships that I've built. An example of how I bring my true self to work is how I close out my workday. Before, I would sometimes say I have a hard stop at 5 p.m. Now, I'm sharing a little bit more about my personal life, my true self, by saying, hey, team members, I have to stop at this point in time because I have to pick up my other team members who happen to be my daughters. One of my biggest achievements is growing a family, and that's in work in progress still. But ultimately, it's about raising strong, independent girls who will contribute to society. My passions have definitely evolved. Previously, I would often play soccer with, my friends. Now it's a little bit more centered around 2-year-olds and 5-year-olds. Motherhood is definitely a challenge, but it's the most rewarding role that I've had so far. Having so many girls in the family, coming from 3 sisters, now having 2 daughters, is very important for me to promote gender equality. It's an everyday conversation to make sure that we don't fall into certain roles that are defined sometimes for women. For young women, I think it's very important to be curious and to be bold, to not let certain stereotypes limit you. There is no role or no function that is beyond reach.